I grew up without a dad, and my mum was an alcoholic. At home, there were no rules. There was no boundaries. I didn't know how to live how a normal family should live. My mum was quite absent physically and emotionally throughout my childhood. Each night she would come home bringing different men into the house. I've witnessed my mum get beaten. That brought a lot of fear in me. I've seen my mum have sex in front of me, and that's brought rejection, and it distorted my way of how love should be received and how I should get the attention. When I was 9 years old, a friend of mine invited me to a good news club. This was the first time I heard about Jesus, and being part of that good news club, I felt loved, I felt accepted, and a sense of belonging. So that was the beginning of like a father-child relationship for me. I saw God as my father, and I had a relationship with him until I got to my teens. In my teens, I was still living at home where there was still alcohol, and I had a lot of pain and a lot of trauma. As a child, I was sexually abused. I tried to cope the best I could, and the only way I did that was I started drinking at 15. The urge of drinking was just to numb the pain, just to not try to remember. It sort of brought, it kind of took the focus off what was happening inside me. In my teens, I discovered how to relieve myself, and I got addicted to masturbation and pornography. I was addicted to that. And then when I was 16, I moved out of home. I started having a hatred for my mum, and I got deeper into alcohol and started sleeping around, just a way to accept the love, trying to find a way to not get rejected. But again, I was. And having the urge to sleep around was because I'd seen it as a child. So I thought, well, maybe that's your way of getting love. I went to Nelson, and I went along to a spy church, and I met this couple, and I was still going through this addiction, and I got to know this family quite well, and so they helped me, they supported me, and they prayed for me, and I got delivered from this. I decided to come back to the Lord, repent, and seriously follow him. I decided to move to Paraparaumu and go to Tiniko, which is a Christian addiction rehab program, and I stayed there for about a year. What God did for me on that program was that I started to forgive all the people that have hurt me. I probably didn't realise that I needed to forgive my mum until I was on program. And another hard thing was to forgive my dad, because he wasn't in my life. And what God did was that he set me free from rejection, and he restored my relationship with my mum. The amazing thing that when I graduated at Tiniko, my mum was there. I invited my mum, and when I was speaking, when I was saying my speech about the people I wanted to thank and that, when I came to talk about my mum, that's when I realised what God had done. I couldn't even find the words on what to say. I mean, even to this day, I'm still blown away by how much I love my mum. As I look back, every season that I've been going through, I could see God with me and bringing the right people in my life at the right time. My life for me now is very different. I'm a lot freer than I've ever been. I never knew that I would be where I am at this moment. Completely free from everything. I don't have any trauma or pain I don't have anything to fill that void. My unconditional love comes from God and Himself, and He just keeps reminding me what He's done.
I hope you experienced the love of Jesus as you watched this video. To see more great content, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and explore our website fantailstudios.com.